Kent, who will be starting at running back this weekend?
That is a very good question. I don't know the answer. You don't know the answer. Corey Chamberlain doesn't know the answer. But let's go through the options, shall we? All-Canadian fullback Jerome Messam was on the field for the Riders yesterday. Cut by the Alouettes 3 weeks ago, Messam will replace Neil Hughes on the roster this week against BC. But he won't be carrying the ball. He will be playing special teams, so he has time to learn the playbook. Good morning, sports fans. This week, a lot of talk about the Saskatchewan Roughrider defense, especially on the line, where Ricky Foley had 6 tackles and 3 sacks, and John Chick was up to his old tricks as well. Here's Derek Myers with more. My MVP today is a familiar one. This is Caleb, the lacrosse player, with a pose that's good enough for a sports card right there. Caleb was my MVP for June, which means he has won the gift card from Extreme Hockey and Sport. So congratulations, Caleb. You are my monthly MVP, and you get hooked up with $100 to buy whatever you'd like from Extreme Hockey and Sports. So search is on for a new MVP for the month of July. So if you want to see your sports star from your home on the morning news, tweet or email me a picture, and we'll show them off right here at this time every morning on the morning news. Yeah, sterling start to the season for the Saskatchewan Roughriders. They're back on the field today, preparing for week 2. Now, the rest of the league certainly took notice that the defending champs are going to be tough to beat again this year, and defending is the key. Ricky Foley recognized for his stellar game against Hamilton. 3 of the Riders, 10 sacks on the day. Vintage Foley on Sunday. He and John Chick had 5 sacks between the two of them. Foley named the Defensive Player of the Week and Canadian Player of the Week. 6 tackles, and of course, those 3 sacks. Good morning, sports fans. We've got some breaking news from the Saskatchewan Roughriders to tell you about. They have traded their controversial defensive back Dwight Anderson to Toronto. Yeah, a bit of a bombshell from Riderville. Now, Anderson had a tough game on the weekend, but he's been the centerpiece of the Riders' defense since arriving before the 2013 season. Of course, a big part of that Grey Cup last year. He's been traded to Toronto for a conditional 2015 draft pick. Of course, some of his trouble has been off the field in Regina, arrested in connection with a fight on Dewdney Avenue last summer. We'll have more on this deal on the evening news, including reaction from the team at 6 o'clock. Well, to baseball now, and the Moose Jaw Miller Express has been the WNBL's one of their best teams all season long. Now, currently in a battle with Swift Current and the Indians for the first place in the Central Division. Now, the Express have held top spot in the division for all but a few games this summer, but they'll have to complete their run to the playoffs without their best hitter. Center fielder Miles Hunter is gone, out for the rest of the season for a reason you might not expect. When he's at the plate, Miles Hunter doesn't have much on his mind.
You know, I try and keep it pretty simple when I'm hitting. You know, you see the ball, you see a good pitch to hit, and just put a good swing on it. I try not to think too hard at that point.
But there is such thing as an educated hitter, and Hunter certainly is one of those. But 2 home runs, 23 RBI, and a .400 batting average aren't his most impressive numbers. His grades at the University of Calgary are what will take him to the next level, and on Sunday, he left Moose Jaw to start med school.
I think it was an easy decision in the end. I mean, I know that for the rest of my life, I have to have a career ahead of me, and you know, as much as I'd love for that to be baseball, you know, I think this is about as good as it's going to get for me.
And this summer, he reached his best. It was June 15th at Roswells Park, Father's Day. Hunter hit a home run to ensure a Miller's win with his dad sitting in the 3rd row. In his words, the best moment in his baseball life.
That was special. You know, I mean, my dad's a huge role model in my life, and to be able to come up big for the team with him in attendance and kind of do that for him a little bit was pretty cool.